see well?
Yes.
Okay. Alright. How many of you have seen the Disney Pixar movie Finding Nemo? This fun-loving movie of a fish who lost his way not only teaches us a lesson about family, but also depicts beautiful scenery of the Great Barrier Reef in the background. Much like in real life, this movie shows a stunning array of colors, plants, and animals. However, in person, many reefs similar to this one are dying at an alarming rate. Coral reefs are losing their beautiful colors, community, and so they are losing their life. These reefs are not only important to the fish who reside in them, but our society as well. Coral reefs are beautiful and amazing to look at, but if they are gone, we lose resources for food, medicine, and protection of coastal cities. Coral reefs provide food resources for multiple communities, including people and marine animals. Coral reefs house hundreds of thousands of plant and animal species, and when accessible, these organisms provide the opportunity for food resources. According to Mahal Marjorie, published in the Duke Environmental Law and Policy Forum, in the article Saving the Rainforests of the Sea, an analysis of international efforts to conserve coral reefs, published in spring of 2009, nearly 10% of all fish consumed worldwide is caught on reefs, with 1 square kilometer of healthy reef providing enough fish to feed 300 people. 10% may not seem like a lot, but is a substantial amount when compared to smaller fisheries and other fish grown in nurseries. A self-sustaining resource, such as a coral reef that has a constant food output, shines a light on this ecosystem and ecosystem's potential and makes it a target for resources. However, fish are very important to a person's dietary nutrition because they contain various nutrients. Without these reefs to provide them, an important nutrient such as protein would be limited. More than 100 million tons of fish are consumed globally each year, providing 2.5 billion people with more than 20% of their animal protein intake. Coral reefs and other habitats of the ocean are a main provider for this protein. Not only do these reefs allow nutrients for us, but it provides refuge for the marine life as well. Animals that live on the reef are very diverse. As one dives into the ocean, they will see many other things than fish. A wide variety of species depend on their environment for basic survival. Without reefs, these organisms would be stripped of food, shelter, and a sense of community. Not only that, but also breeding grounds. Fish breed in reefs, thus supplying larger predators with food, including ourselves. Coral reefs benefit people and animals with a large food supply. Now that we know how coral reefs impact ours in marine nutrition, let's talk about how coral reefs also impact our ability to improve modern medicine. It is known that many of our medications have been gathered in nature. If not the entire product, at least some component has been obtained from an outside source and altered in a lab. Unfortunately, we have only gathered a small percentage of these resources within our ocean's coral reefs. With our little but significant knowledge of our vast reefs, scientists have uncovered many treatments to modern and ancient ailments such as HIV, forms of cancer, and have even evaluated the use of coral in healing broken bones. As more studies unfold, we find new ways to utilize the reef's natural medicine to our advantage. Our research in managing medical resources from coral reefs have no end in sight. Reefs also represent one of the largest untapped sources of natural products on the planet. Much of the already existing forests, deserts, and grasslands and other environments above sea level have already been exhausted or almost exhausted of possible ingredients and medications. Our oceans are so vast, we have only discovered a small percentage of them. This means that scientists and researchers have access to one of the largest sources of possible medical ingredients known to man. Without the advantage of this diverse ecosystem, we lose any and all capabilities to utilize it in modern medicine. We have benefited from this ecosystem through food and medication. but we also gain protection through these structures from weather such as tropical storms and erosion. Erosion is an issue that coastal cities and small islands face. Little do people know, coral reefs protect these shorelines by slowing the erosion process down. When healthy, reefs stand as a solid structure along the coast, and depending on location, the formation is strong enough to withstand years of erosion caused by constant movement of water and waves that brush on the shore. Over time, if allowed, the reef will rebuild itself and continue to protect the coast from this threat. Coastal reefs also take impact from large storms such as tsunamis and hurricanes. And much like the purpose it serves when slowing down erosion, the structure of a reef also cushions the blow from a storm onto a coast. These formations provide structural integrity. A strong area of reef can reduce the impact of large waves caused by wind. According to Mahichi Fuzaya in the article Journal of International Business Research, A State of Coral Reefs Management, case study of Okinawa Island, Japan, and published in December of 2012, a simulation study showed that a wide barrier reef within 1 or 2 meters of the sea surface reduces tsunami run-up of the coastline by 50%, which helps lower potential disaster. Current issues with the health of worldwide reefs will impact the strength of these structures and cause them to weaken. Once weakened enough, coastal storms will have the advantage when causing damage to nearby cities. The colorful and beautiful reefs that we have come to love are changing, and not for the good. The once